Were you
No
like
problems.
nervous to debut your first song?
Oh, yes, definitely. Because you all can tell I'm very different sounding, right? I have a very interesting style. It's kind of off the
You
wall,
certainly have a
wacky.
distinct like voice,
Yeah.
like rapping voice, definitely.
For sure. So yeah, I was pretty nervous. I didn't know how people were going to receive it, right? So that was a big worry. I thought that there would be a lot of backlash against it for whatever reason. I also just hold myself to a really, really high standard. So listening back to my rap again, I was like, is this really any good? I don't know.
To
So,
be
yeah.
fair though, you set it up really nicely because like you kind of like hinted like during your stream, because I remember I was watching your debut stream again yesterday and you debuted your first song on the debut stream.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I think the way you like kind of set yourself up being like, oh, I'm just like, trying this rap thing, and then the
Yeah.
song starts and people are like, all right, well, she sounds nervous. I'm not gonna expect like the most amazing rap, but it's
Yeah.
still gonna be cute anyway. And then 3 seconds later you're just like spitting like this insane flow and I'm just like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta lower those expectations first, am I right? Oh, God.
Exactly. Like if you had set yourself up being like, yeah, I can
I'm
rap.
the shit.
Yeah,
Check
I'm the
me out.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hustling.
Yeah, then it would have been like, all right, but I think you went into it really nicely.
Thanks.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, is there
is that-
any like immediate goals you're looking towards
Oh
as
gosh.
a
Tell us your 5-year plan. As a tech
Where do you
god.
see yourself
Where
in
do you
5
see yourself in 5
We're like
years?
doing the
Oh
fucking job
man,
interview.
wow.
This eternal death god.
Well, let's see. Well, think about it this way. I've lived a long existence. So,
course.
5 years is like, to me, what a second is to you. So it's all good. For me, basically, there are many things that I have on my list. So, for example, I want to release an album. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell
Full
yeah.
album. And then I don't know if I will ever be able to get a 3D body. It would be nice. I can't promise anything and I don't know anything, but it would be nice if I did. And at that time, I'd like to release some kind of EP for that.
Right.
Oh, that would be cool.
Are you listening, Hololive stuff?
Hey guys!
She wants a 3D.
Nudge,
Oh yeah,
nudge, wink,
because
wink.
I just realized like I don't think anyone in the EN side has had their 3D debut yet. have
No.
they?
We've
not
only been
yet.
like we said, they've only been debuted like a month ago.
Yeah, I know. I always forget that. I always forget.
And I'm like, yeah, Hololive
Seems
English
like
has
it's
been
been
around
forever.
since the beginning,
They've
right?
Yeah.
just become so comfortable with their simping that they've just like, I'm ready to do this for life.
It's like
yeah.
shit. I've been sipping for only a month. What the fuck? Just like years.
We're in this for the long run, everyone. Maybe.
Is there something that you don't like about being a VTuber or
Oh,
being a
wow.
streamer? Like, there's got to be something that's like, grinds your gears, isn't there?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, gosh, I mean, let's see.
Your manager's
Sorry, the
sitting
list
over there
is just-
sweating.
Yeah, I know, right? I see him over there. He's like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, oh,
Please be
no.
nice.
I mean, I feel like most of the issues that I have always end up being with myself for whatever reason. Like, I could do this better.
That's not the
No.
answer we were looking for.
I know it's
Come
not. I
on,
know it's not. I'm
I'm just
thinking.
not perfect enough.
I know I'm thinking.
That's like the job interview answer you give whenever like
Oh, gosh.
when you're in a job interview and someone asks you what are your flaws, I'm like
I work too hard. Gosh, I work.
I'm just such a hard worker and I'm a perfectionist.
No, I work too much. I never sleep. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's see. If I'm to be honest, let's see. I mean, obviously, sometimes chat. They mean well, and I love my chat.
Listen,
But
they're
you get
people and
assholes.
some people are
every-
assholes.
Yeah,
right?
you get
Like, it's okay
assholes
to say
everywhere.
that.
Yeah, exactly. And people tricking me into saying things. I don't like it. All right, listen. Listen, I understand that you support me. Go fuck yourself. Please don't. Please stop. Can you stop it? Can you
That's
stop?
on brand, though, right? Tell someone to go fuck themselves, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, I'm trying so hard to be entertaining and for all of us to have fun together, right? And you're just trying to shit on my day and everyone's day. It's rude.
Yeah, you tell them.
It's fucking rude.
You tell them, man.
We want 1 hour of you
You
talking
dropped this
shit.
queen.
Yeah, because I mean, you said you're producing your own music as well, and you've done animation. You mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Like, is all this self-taught, or do
yeah.
you have any background in it?
So when I went to Reaper School, I did do a little focus on drawing specifically. I went and I studied comics, actually, comic writing. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit of animation as well, but that was mainly what I wanted to do. Aside from reaping, of course, but yeah, I would say that was my focus. But then, of course, things changed dramatically when I realized I wanted to do music, and that was pretty late in the game, I would say, to be honest.
yeah.
I had finished my schooling and whatnot, but when I realized what I really wanted to do, and I was like, oh shit. what have I done? What have I done? I've existed this long, and I'm now realizing that I want to do something else. And then I started doing the music thing and realized, oh, I'm better at music than I am at drawing and reaping.
Literally
What?
everyone who goes to uni.
Yeah.
Literally our entire lives.
I feel like you go to university to figure out what you 100% don't want to do.
Yeah.
Which is normally the subject that you
I mean,
majored in.
it's normally the case where if you're forced to study something for 3, 4, 5 years,
Yeah.
you normally have a good inkling by the end of it whether you want to do it or not.
Right.
And a lot of the times when you're like fucking forced to pick something when you're 18, you're like, oh, maybe I'll be good doing this.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you're gonna get that choice wrong, right?
Of course,
sure.
yeah. Because I don't know a single person who like actually graduated from like a degree of any kind and actually went into that field immediately afterwards. Like I feel that's pretty rare. I mean, of course, it's not zero,
I know
right?
a fair amount.
It's not zero, definitely. But like I know a lot of people who just went into completely different job.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there anything else you'd want to try in the future, perhaps, or any
Wow.
skill sets you want to do? Because you seem to be up for doing anything.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Right? See, and that's kind of a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because I want to do everything, but then I start spreading myself a bit thin, I would say.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
so
I
many
get
things I
that.
want to
Yeah, I
do.
get that.
You know?
Where it's like you want to focus on one skill, and then you're like, maybe doing this would be fun. Maybe doing that would be fun.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's how it is, you know?
So like, what made you want to move to Japan in the first place?
Well,
Was it your love for anime or games or music?
Well, as I've mentioned before, the only reason that I'm here with you guys right now is because I actually live in the underworld, right?
Right.
Right.
The other side of
Australia.
Japan.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm also from the underworld.
I live on the flip side,
Yeah.
basically. I live on the flip side. So basically, the main reason that I wanted to be in this general area, I guess, was just because I love Japanese music, and I have a bunch of, I guess, nakama, I suppose, that I want to be close to, right?
We are nakama.
We are
Yeah.
Nakama.
Yeah. and hang out with and make music together, and just do fun stuff. And I couldn't do that where I was before.
Right.
And now that I'm able to, everything is so much better, and I instantly feel so much better about existence, and it's great. And I hope that I can continue chasing my dreams here. Because when I first arrived, it's like everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I was in a terrible place when I first came.
Did you get like the culture shock of moving here and everything like that?
Yeah, definitely, and not knowing any Japanese at all, etc., and having to figure out everything on my own, having no souls, no money, nothing.
Yeah.
And you didn't have any friends here or anything either.
I did from the internet, but I was not located in a place where I could hang out with them, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, it was just not great.
I find it super interesting that when I first moved to Japan, when we were having a conversation with a bunch of Japanese people, and we were like and they have like no word for hentai, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was super surprising for me. Where like, what do Japanese people call hentai? Because when you want to refer to like animated porn, they don't have like specific
often
word
do you
for
do
that.
So, Callie, do you watch hentai?
What a great question. No, I don't. I don't know what that is.
Thank God. All right. I saved your
I just saw
reputation.
the manager wipe a sweat off his forehead.
There's no need to be. I don't know what they're talking about.